Hello everyone, my name is Karan Mehta. I am from third year Electronics Department of DJ Sangeet College of Engineering. Today we are going to see design of an integrator using OPAMP OP07. The professor in charge for our practical is Mayur Parulekar sir, and the software which I am using is LT Spice. So first let's discuss the ideal integrator. In ideal integrator, the output of this system is equals to the integral of the input. So in this we are connecting a capacitor in the feedback loop instead of connecting a resistor. So as the frequency increases, the gain of this system decreases along with the frequency. So by the equations we got Vout is equals to minus 1 upon Rin C integration of V in from 0 to t dt. Here the minus sign indicates that the output is with 180-degree phase shift with the input. Now in this circuit there is a disadvantage. If you realize at low frequency the resistance across this capacitor will be infinite, so this will act as an open circuit. The gain of this system will be equals to that of open loop gain. So as soon as the small input is provided at the terminal, the output goes into saturation. So to prevent this saturation condition, we use practical integrator instead of ideal integrator. In practical integrator, we connect a resistor R2 in parallel with capacitor C in the feedback loop. At the low frequency, when the resistance across this capacitor is infinite, this will act as an open circuit and the gain of this system will be equals to minus R2 upon R1, which is equals to that of normal inverting amplifier. Now as the frequency increases, the resistance across this capacitor will reduce and the gain of this system will decrease gradually with increase in frequency. So as you can see here from the frequency response, the frequency which is equals to 1 upon 2 pi CR2, at that point the gain of the system will start to decrease, and at the frequency FB which is equals to 1 upon 2 pi CR1, the gain of the system will be equals to 0 dB. So now let's calculate the values of RF, R1 and CF. So the given condition is our FA should be equals to 1 kHz and our FB should be equals to 10 times of FA, that is equals to 10 kHz. So let's take the value of CF as 15.9 nanofarads. So by solving this we get RF is equals to 10 kilo ohms and R1 is equals to 1 kilo ohm. Now the RM is the offset minimizing resistor. The value of RM is equals to R1 parallel RF, which will give you 1 kHz. Now let's go and design the circuit for the same. Now I've already made the circuit diagram in LT Spice. So first let's perform the integration operation. So first give the sinusoidal wave as an input. To do so, place a signal component and right click on that. Input the amplitude as 1 and frequency as 10 kHz. Press OK. Now let's run the schematic. In transient analysis tab, enter stop time as 1 microsecond. Time to start data as 0. Maximum step size as 1 microsecond. To get a smooth curve, press OK. Now first click on the input node and then click on the output node. So as you can see here, we have provided a sinusoidal wave as an input and the output is a cosine wave, so which shows that the output is integration of input. Now let's change the input to square wave. Now to do so, select the pulse. Input V initial as -1, V on as 1, time delay as 0, T rise as in 0 as we want a smooth curve, T fall as 0. T on is the time for which the square wave should be high and the T period is the total time period of a square wave. Now I have calculated the value of T on and T period by t period is equals to 1 upon your frequency. Our frequency is 10 kilohertz. So the value of t period will be equals to 0.0001, and t on will be half of this value, that gives us 0.00005. Now enter OK. Now again run the simulation. As you can see in here, the input is the square wave, and once the system is stabilized, the output is clearly seen as a triangular wave, which is the integration of square wave. So this was the normal integration operation using OP07. Now let's check the frequency response of the integrator. So I have already made the circuit for the same, so I'm going to open that. Now let's run the simulation. In the simulation command window, select AC analysis. In the type of sweep, there are multiple options. Select decade for this experiment. In number of points per decade, enter 500. Enter 1 as your starting frequency and 40 kHz as your stop frequency. Click OK. Now click on the output terminal. So this is the frequency response of an integrator. Now let's check the values of FA and FB. So as you can see, from the frequency 1, the gain remains constant till 200 Hz. After this, the gain decreases gradually, and the 3 dB cutoff point is given at 1 kHz. So this was the FA frequency which we have designed. And now let's check the value of FB. So at FB, that is at 10 kHz, at 10 kHz, the magnitude of the gain is minus 131 milli dB, that is approximately equals to 0 dB. So this was the frequency response of an integrator. So we conclude that the 3 dB cutoff point is equals to 1 kHz, which we saw in the frequency response. But this is the frequency where we get a 50% accuracy as an integrator. To get approximately 99% of accuracy, take the value of input frequency as equals to 10 times FA. So this was op-amp as an integrator. Thank you.